are you doing? It's been since forever, and it took me a while. I know I promised you guys that I would make a video. Wait, let me come closer because this light ain't doing me justice. Anyway, so it's been a couple of months. Let me remind you why I'm here. I did my operation of the gastric bypass on the 7th of March this year. I did my first video after a week, and I kind of promised you guys I would document this weight loss journey, but I kind of did it. And let me first apologize and then explain to you why. Sorry, that was it. And the reason why was because it was an intense journey, not in a bad way or anything, but I really needed to concentrate, and there was just so much happening to my body, but especially to my mind, that it was too much for me to like mix it up and share before I actually really got in tune with myself, with my body and my mind to know what's happening and all that. I thought I was prepared, but I don't think anybody can be enough prepared for this thing. So what had happened was, after my first video, I really spent like at least 2 to 3 weeks without being able to eat. My taste buds had changed, and of course that was like the diet to follow the first 2 weeks liquid, and then after the 2 weeks mashed food and all that. But at the same time, I just had no taste in my mouth or even need to eat or anything. So I went through a period of a lot of weakness, like physically wise. I was so weak and tired the whole time. Mentally, I was in a place where I felt like, okay, everything is just too much, so let me just do nothing besides the necessary to survive, which I was able to do at least. After a month and a half or so, my taste slowly started to come back. But then I had to deal with getting used to the quantities of the food. I must say, like, I had a good conversation with my, how do you call it? Surgeon. Yes, thank you. With my surgeon, by the way, that's my sister assisting me.
Hello.
Hi. So, yes, I had a good conversation with my surgeon. This is why I told you guys, first and second video, the most important thing is to choose the right team. For me, the right team was Poids Ideal in Brussels, and I got operated by a surgeon called Professor Cadier, and I will say this again and I will keep saying it again. To me, it was the best of the best, and that's a fact. He was the best of the country, he still is. Him and his son, did whatever they had to do on me, and it went so well because I heard so many stories about complications and all that. I didn't deal with that, except the fact that I just, the taste, but that's normal. So when I had this conversation with him, in the first few weeks, I was just losing so fast and not eating anything. He told me, because I was a bit worried, like, what can I eat and what is allowed, what's not. And this was his answer. Listen, there's no rule to this. Eat everything you think of eating. Your body will tell you what is okay and what's not okay. I was shocked at first at that answer. I was like, okay, seriously, are you trying to kill me? But this is the honest truth, because in our team we also had a dietitian. Yes, and a nutritionist. And of course, they teach you the new diet to follow and what to eat and what not to eat. Also in terms of weight loss, but also in terms of what your new stomach can handle. So they had, a list of things and a million rules and all that, so I was kind of stressed about it. But my surgeon looked at it a bit different, because not everybody's body reacts the same way. So in order to know what is working with you and what is not working with you, you need to try. But of course, it doesn't mean that you had to eat only fried food or things that are not really healthy for you, but still you have to try. So I tried. I tried my glass of wine, and I tried my cocktail, I tried juice, I tried all kind of drinks, which didn't work. Sugar is just not going in. Now, everybody that knows me knows that I'm the biggest sugar addict that you can think of. I can live on chocolates and sweets and cookies for the rest of my life and miss my meals and not even feel bad about it. Now, ever since the operation, that changed. I cannot even drink sugar in my tea or coffee without, yeah, feeling like nauseous or anything. So, glory to God for that because that was one of the biggest reasons why I gained so much weight. And I'm an emotional eater. I am also a PMS eater. I deal with PMS so much, which I talked about in my previous videos, which is also very important for you to check that out because a gynecologist is not in your team, but you need to get in tune with, the female issues. So, tried everything. Sugar is not working. Rice is a bit also heavy to my stomach, so I might as well just, put that out there. Potatoes is working. Bread, brown bread is working. But then I'm talking about one slice a day. Eggs are definitely working. So you need to try to get your proteins in check because you eat so little, you guys, seriously, you eat so little that what you eat, you have to wisely choose. Of course, you cannot always choose for, what's healthy. You need to eat something that makes you also, enjoy the food and all that. But think twice about it. Like if I eat, let's say, a slice of white bread, there's no there's nothing in there that can really feed my body in any type of way. So I rather have like the brownest bread that I can find. Now, what to put on bread? I can put some chocolate on it, but I can also put like some meat on it, which gives me proteins. Fruits works. That's the only type of sugar that goes in and I feel good about it and that doesn't come out. Dumping effects is what happens when you try out new things. And I have been dealing with a whole lot of dumping effects, which means that once the food comes in, the stomach reacts, doesn't go well, and it comes out right then and there. Yo, there's no pity to you. So your stomach doesn't care where you are, who you with, if you're with boo, cute ass neighbor, whatever. If that ish comes out, it comes out right then and there. It's like to me, it's a war on the toilet. I'm sorry for the details, but hey, the good and the ugly, we gotta share it. I've been spending times on the toilet, and literally, you would think that is the Third World War happening. I know it's not cute, but I don't care. This is what's happening. It's like brrr, bop, 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 bop. Scooby Doo, bop, bop. Pump, pump. Boom, 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 pump, up. That's my toilet time. Another thing about the toilet time, I go to the toilet at least 5 times a day. I was like, damn, I'm about to shit out my intestines. I'm sorry again for the details, but this is what's happening. I kept on going to the toilets and I'm like, am I about to shit out my stomach, my heart, my all that that's inside there? It's not normal. But hey, this is what happens because your digestive system gets caught and then it gets sawed on your mini stomach. So that means everything that goes in gets digested right away. I had to get used to that. So this is a funny story I had to bring in. So I was on a date with Boo. We went a weekend away to Paris, and we were in this amazing hotel and all that. And all of a sudden, in the morning, which is the worst time, that's my toilet time. You need to leave me my mornings because that's when I, fight my wars. So in the morning, I get up. I'm like, oh no, I need to doo doo, but I don't want to doo doo because it's like, uncomfortable and shit. And my stomach was like, if you don't doo doo right now, I'm gonna make you do things that's gonna be even worse than doo doo. So I go to the toilet, right? Bae sleeping, and I'm like, okay, let me just switch on the shower, cause then the sound doesn't come out and all that. Switch on the shower, sit on the toilet, and seriously, I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy. I'm gonna get dumped for this one. But you know what? That's life. I needs to get this out. It's a good thing for your body because everything comes out, it comes out, it comes out, it comes out. But you need to be in a comfortable place because there's no way to hide all that. Other side of dumping effect is throwing up. Now, I'm the type of person, I never throw up. I really rarely throw up. Even with my pregnancies, I just keep that thing here, you know, that the food comes up until here and it just chokes you. And once it chokes you, it just like sticks there. Okay, let me pause this video because my family is all over the place. I need to put everybody in check because this is important. I'll see you guys in a minute and stay tuned. This is gonna be fun.